This conference will now be recorded.
Peace. How is everyone doing? Hope you had a great start to the first week of 2020. Going over the crypto market real quick. You can see we have Bitcoin at 41K, Ethereum coming in at $3,190. A shout out to Block Bully Chicago Crypto on the background music. People jump in, load in, climb on there. You can see we only have a couple green tokens. You see BNB up 0.57%, sold up 3.77%. You got your little doge up, huh? That's alright, that's alright. We about to dab on there. Give it about 2 more minutes. Got a couple of back calls, man. Here we go. My mind is on overload. Away of the internet. Digging them in the debt. Notes in exchange for the fresh clothes. Taking notes in exchange for the best road to get the financially freedom land will only the best road. You want to speed the process. I learned to invest slow and make your next move your best move. Make your next move your best move. Make the wrong move and it's a flesh wound. Blood in the street, sharks moving in the fest you. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, the grandfather. Let's see where things are headed. If we could just clear all of this out. And not the boring one. You can make this pretty quick. Just based off the moving averages and the previous price history. We can see that Bitcoin is below the 20-day moving average. And until we get back above the 20-day moving average, which is coming in at $46,298, we will not see any upwards movements. We also see that the crossover happened back on December 1st. Right now, I would look for Bitcoin to come back and retest this area here, which I already had up. Surprisingly, we can just use this. And that area is coming in at 41K. So right now, let me just pull this fib down to here. So we can expect Bitcoin to go down to, what's this? This is actually $39,627. So I would expect Bitcoin to come down to this point right here, $39,627. Find support, and if we can't find support there, you can also bring up the next level of support, which would be about $38,887. So that is what I'm looking for on the downside. We can see that we are heavily sold off on the RSI, all the way down to the 30% range. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bounce back up to test the resistance at the previous body close high of yesterday, which was $43,144, and then see another downward price movement from there. Just to keep it simple, we can look at it on a weekly as well, give you a greater outlook, and you can see that we do have room for more downside on the weekly. We can go down to the area that I mentioned, which is here. You can see 39K. So that's what I would expect. We can also look at it on a line chart. And don't be surprised if we go down to the 100-day moving average, which is this turquoise line here, which is coming in at 35K. I wouldn't be surprised, but we do have a level of support here. I mentioned again. But that's the story for Bitcoin right now. We are bearish, strong negative momentum on the MACD as well. We can move on to Ethereum. Ethereum just going straight off the moving averages, and this is on a weekly. You can see that price is heading down towards the 50-day moving average, which is coming in at $2,000, 970. And that would be the target that I would expect. We could look at on the daily that Ethereum did cross over on December 13th and turn bearish. Right now on the daily, we are below all moving averages. And the next level of support that I see is coming in right now, to be honest, at $3,156. And if we can't hold that, I would say today, because price is touching it almost now. Let's see, let's put the candles back on and see if it wicked down below that price. And we can also see too that we did get a wick below, and now we have a wick at that price, and we've made a lower low from the previous day. And we don't see any, I don't see any divergence on the indicators. So based on the weekly, as I mentioned, we could see price go down to the 50-day moving average, coming in again at $2,000, 970. Keep it simple. Don't have to look at the charts for too long. Shouldn't spend hours looking at the charts. And we can move on from here. Let's look at SOL. Same situation with SOL. Most of the markets in the same situation right now. Just looking at it again on a weekly, we can see that on the RSI, SOL is heading down towards our get out level of the 45 on the RSI. Just looking at it on a line graph, I could expect SOL to go down to at least 135, and if you can't find support there, break all the way back down to the 50-day moving average, which is $109. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. We can also take the wicks off of the candles, give us a better indication of the low close. And right now, the next level of support is with just the candle about 141, and price is currently at 144. So we'll see if we can get a turnaround from there. Let's keep moving on to Litecoin. And as you can see here, Litecoin, I did have a roadmap up. I'm not sure when I put this, but you can see that it could potentially play out. Let's expand this a little bit more. I was expecting Litecoin to come down and test. There was the support here coming in at 103. And I have on the chart here 105, but about 103. And we can see that it is playing out to the downside. We do have negative momentum on the MACD. We did cross over the 45 on the RSI, which is a sign of bearish movement of price. So that's what I see with Litecoin on a weekly. On a daily, see the same situation. 20-day moving average is being the resistance point. You can go ahead to the coin request really quick. So let's start off with the other ones. Start off with VRA. Everything's pretty much in the same situation. We don't have to spend too much time here until we get a price close above the 20-day moving average, coming in at 3 cent bearish, negative momentum on the MACD. Next level of support will come in at 1 cent. Currently we're at 2 cent. Move on to block. Block. Next level of support about 0.038. Currently we're at 0.042. If we can't hold that price, then 0.030. That's what I see. Look at Cody. Cody is actually trying to find his way back up. So if we can get it close above the 200-day moving average, coming in at 34 cents, we could potentially see upwards price movement. Just a quick update. I'll come back with another one later today. Hope you enjoy your weekend.